it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome to my channel, lovelies. Today I'll be continuing a series on my channel that deals with natal chart analysis, and today I'll be doing one on CharliXCX, and I will be doing one talking about her personality traits, her characteristic traits, based off of her placement and how it's led to a lot of her success. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please make sure you've hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Please also make sure that you hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. And last but not least, please make sure you share this video with everyone you know, whether it's your friends, your family members, your enemies, or anyone who really loves Charlie or really loves this content. Now let's get right into the video. Charlie, she was born on August 2nd, 1992, so this qualifies her to be a Leo. With this placement, she's very much confident. She's comfortable with being the center of attention. She can be a bit dramatic at times, but she's very ambitious, very loyal, fiercely protective. She's very generous, but she really loves luxury, and she has a very great heart. She is generous, and she just loves to live life as the size of a queen that she is. She's also someone who is great in the spotlight because having a sun in Leo or Aries is the best sun to have. They're all about giving warmth to others, giving light, being in the spotlight, being confident, and just knowing that they're able to do anything that they put their mind to. So having this placement is so great for Charlie to have. Up next would be her moon in Virgo. With this placement, she's someone who's grounded and very practical. She has a nature that is inclined to helping others and being of service to others. She's someone who loves efficiency, practicality. She needs order in her life to really continue on. Another thing she is very analytical regarding what she hears or sees regarding her emotions. She's very practical, and she's very much productive. She's someone who's very reliable and you can count on her when you need things to be done. She's someone who's very grounded in herself, and it makes sense because it is an earth sign placement. She is very realistic, and she is a business because Virgo placements tend to be that. She may be anxious at times. She may be self-critical and insecure. However, she's someone who's very much a person who has a good eye regarding different things. Up next would be her Mercury in Leo. So with this placement, she has a voice of a lion, basically. She's someone who is going to speak her thoughts in a very confident way. She's always speaking in a way that makes people have fun, in a very charismatic way. Sometimes people with this placement can be very dramatic with their words. She's also someone who tends to just be someone who's very funny. They could be the type of people who are very confident in their voice and they just love to make jokes to make people around them happy. They are the types of people who do have a thing for motivational speaking because they are very confident and people just believe in everything they say. She may have a lot of proud thinking, but she's someone who is very creative in her speaking. She's very expressive, and she's someone who just loves to speak. Up next would be her Venus in the lovely placement of Leo. So she has 4 Leo placements. That gives her her Leo stellium. So with this placement, she's someone who is very much warm, very magnetic, and these are the people she's attracted to as well. She's someone who's very generous, very affectionate. She's someone who loyalty. She's someone who tends to be the more dominant one, but she loves to be very indulgent, but she also loves buying things for her loved ones. She's also someone who tends to really want to be with someone for the rest of their life. It's a fixed sign, so they just look at the long run and the forever. They are the types of people who just love to be around colorful people. They can easily forgive, and they always follow their hearts. They may hang on to relationships that aren't the best, but they are always helping their partners. Up next is her Mars in Gemini, and with this placement, she is all about energy and action. She's someone who loves to encourage other people to try new things and different activities. She loves variety, and she has the goal of staying focused and avoiding getting distracted, and she has that Virgo moon, so that can balance her out. She's very great at debating. She's someone who is great at speaking her mind. She's very quick-witted and very well informed. She's also someone who tends to be restless because having this placement, they tend to be very exciting. She may love to do different things all at once or just do different things in general. She's someone who is very much going to focus her energies on anything that interests her at the moment. So with this placement, it's great because when they are in something, they're fully in, but it's good to finish one thing and go to the next thing. Up next is her Jupiter in Virgo. This could be actually a pretty difficult placement. With this placement, it is a lot of hard work and patience to achieve one person's goal. They are concerned with what plan of action they have to make sure that everything is accomplished. They use their hard work and patience to manifest her dreams. She's someone who gets a lot of success, and she's someone who is great with managing herself or her money. With this placement, though, she is someone who will need to or like to develop her hobbies into actual successful careers. She is a singer, but some people do that as a hobby, and then some people have made that into a successful career. She's someone who has a lot of common sense, and she has a lot of perseverance and luck. So this is a great but harder placement to have. Up next is her Saturn and her Aquarius. So this one is a pretty hard placement as well. It's actually a good placement because Saturn is ruled in a good placement in Aquarius, Capricorn, and Libra. And you have that protection. However, it can be like a hard placement to go through. There's a lot of reflection that has to go on. And with this placement, she's someone who's very clever and curious. And she earns a lot of respect when she comes in touch with forming friends and connections. She's also someone who's very progressive, and she is going to have that individuality that's needed in her life. She's also someone who is very reserved sometimes in her action, but she is going to always do things that are different and what people may consider unconventional. Even though it's unconventional at the moment, later on people will really want to do it as well. But she is very great with this placement. Up next would be her Uranus in Capricorn. And with this placement, she's someone who tends to always look at a way to increase her wealth. And she will be very innovative with finding ways to increase her wealth. She's all about planning for the future, and that just makes her an automatic innovator because of that. She's also someone who is very practical in her solutions to changing society's attitudes towards customs, traditions, and authority structures. She's very logical and orderly manner in dealing with different manners, which result in perfectly permanent, planned but sweeping reforms. They want things to be different in society, however their approach is different, and sometimes it does get a lot of respect from others because they educated well. Up next would be her Neptune in Capricorn, another placement that deals with her wanting to accomplish all that she wants in her life, also with engaging in a lot of wealth. So she'll work as hard as she needs to in order to increase her wealth, power, and influence. With this placement, though, she's someone who is going to work very hard, and she's all about practicality. She's all about having the ability to attain reasonable goals, but because she will stress the need to be selfless and giving, she may find it difficult to attain goals unless she has lowered her expectations on all fronts. And this is important to note because you do have to realize that even though you're selfless, you still do need to work on doing things for yourself and prioritizing yourself. And because you even have that thought, just shows that you are just a kind person and an understanding person. Up next is her Pluto in Scorpio. So she is a millennial. So this has given her the placement because she was born between 1984 and 1995. With this placement, she's someone who tends to dig into things that people would consider to not be what people want to talk about. And with this placement, they will look at the things in previous generations that had issues, but they will look at those issues and try to overcome them or make life better with them. With this placement, they're also looking at the deeper meaning or the deeper situation that's going on and try their best to resolve it and try to get the root cause of the issue so they're able to accomplish that change that needs to happen, not only for their generation but generations after them, and even the previous generations can benefit from this. Up next would be her North Node in Sagittarius, and with this placement she will need to uncover these hidden gifts and talents in the North Node in Sagittarius by developing these traits. So reliance on her intuition, speaking from a higher consciousness, being spontaneous, direct communication from censorship, trusting herself, spending time alone with nature, having patience with herself and others, being intuitive and listening as to how to help others. She will also need to be able to free her mind and explore the horizons. She'll also need to learn the way of the spirit, connect with her nature, teach and inspire others' lives in serenity. She'll also need to become the spiritual teacher that she would always want to become as well. Up next would be her Chiron in Leo, and it's pretty much ironic how she has a Leo stellium and her Chiron is in Leo. So this is a wound of the ego, and with this placement, they're the types of people who may have gone through a lot from a young age, and they may have been put down verbally, and that's something that really gets to them. They don't feel like they need to be in the spotlight or to be around people because they've just been through so much regarding this placement. However, as we see her, she's been able to accomplish that fear by being in the spotlight and just knowing her worth and knowing that regardless of what other people do or say, she is worth everything in the world, and that she is able to prioritize herself in a way that shows the world that she has that confidence in her. Up next would be her ascendant in Cancer. With this placement, she has a very comforting presence. She's someone who appears very nice. She may have a round or shorter face. She has the type of person who enjoys vintage fashions. She is someone who has a familiar aura about her. When you meet her, you'll feel like you've known her forever. She is sensitive to her surroundings. She seems shy when she's meeting strangers. However, when you get to meet her and she opens up, you will see that she's very kind and nice and understanding. She's also someone who's very intuitive, and she knows that what you are thinking, how you're thinking, and what you would need for help. She's very caring and sweet. She's someone who enjoys comfort and possibly collecting, and is a good listener and a conversationalist. Last but not least is her midheaven in Pisces. With this placement, she's someone who has the appearance in the career world as someone who's very spiritual, who is very much going to help others and to heal others. She uses this trait by her basically with her music, and she's able to share who she is as a person and help other people with her music and heal other people with her music. She's also someone who is very much intuitive, so someone with this placement tends to go into careers that deals with helping other people and making sure that their emotional needs are met. She's also someone who will try to prioritize other people's emotions over hers in her career, and she's also someone who will try her best to make sure that she's doing the best. Well, that's all I have for you lovelies today regarding the natal chart of Charlie. Please let me know down below who else you guys would want me to do a natal chart analysis on. Please also make sure you let me know how you felt about it. Did you learn more about her? And please also make sure you're subscribed and you've hit that notification bell. Please make sure you hit that like button and that share button. And if you have not yet followed all of the social media accounts listed on your screen, please make sure you are doing so. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovelies.